Hello, ladies, men, and non-binary friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Olivia. So, today, I have been hyperfixating on perfume since October, I want to say. It's a new interest of mine, and I thought I would share with you the 17 I have amassed. Some of these were gifts. Majority of these are from Scentbird, which means that I got them a lot cheaper, so I haven't been spending that much money. I know I am on a shopping ban. I've only bought 2 since January when I started that, so we're doing okay. So actually, before I get started on the current perfumes that I have, I do want to tell a little sentimental story about this. So one day I was looking at my vintage perfume bottles. These are my grandmother's actually when she passed away. I got them. I think they are so beautiful and they still smell like her perfume. This one smells like her on holidays and when she would go to church, and then this one was her everyday perfumes. And so I've been actively searching for perfumes that smell like her. She did wear Dolce and Gabbana light blue before she passed, so maybe I need to acquire a bottle for that. This is the inspiration for them. These stay nice and safely on my vanity. They're very important to me, and it's kind of where I got the inspiration for this whole collection and hyperfixation. All right, so now that I've told you my sentimental story, let's get into the actual perfumes that I own. So the first one that I'm going to show you guys is Burberry Brit, Burberry for women. That's a very long name. This is the perfume I've had the longest. As you can see, I've made a pretty decent dent in it. This is one that I lusted after for years and years and years. I had this before my hyperfixation, and it was a Christmas gift in 2020. Let me tell you the notes. This is actually, it's going to be ironic to you that I love this perfume so much. The top notes are almond, lime, and pear. The middle notes are candied almond, sugar, and peony. And then the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and mahogany. It just smells like warm and inviting and classy and wonderful, and this is so good for almost every day. It's just not a spring summer one, but this is like my favorite. I wear it when I need to celebrate something. I swear I wear it when it's time to be professional. It's just a good one. The bottle that I have was $99, and it's lasted me like a decent amount of time. I think it's a pretty good price considering how expensive perfume has gotten. The next one was also a gift, but this is actually a repurchase. So I had initially had the travel size, and then for Christmas this year I said, hey, can I get the full size? And this is Daisy Oh So Fresh by Marc Jacobs. First of all, the packaging. How stinking cute. It's so fun. It's fruity. It's girly. It's like a fresh spring day. I love it so much. Here are the notes. Top notes are green notes, raspberry, pear, again, one of my favorite notes, and grapefruit. Middle notes are violet, lychee, apple blossom, rose, and jasmine. And then the base is a musk, plum, and then a Virginia cedar. I love it so much. It's fruity and like girly without being sickeningly sweet, and thank God for those earth notes and that cedar. Or else it would be entirely too much. My one complaint about it is that it's great for when I need to be in an enclosed space, so like if I were in an office or something, but you can't smell it after a very long time. Like it doesn't last very long, but I love her so much that I don't care, and the bottle is so beautiful that I don't care. This next one is unfortunately discontinued, you guys, but I said I want to try a rose scent, and I am someone who for the longest time was like, rose makes me nauseous, it's not a good scent, it's not a good scent, and then I said, I'm gonna give it a try. So then I saw that Fleur was discontinuing their rose scent, and I got it on super sale. It's normally like 90 something dollars, and this I got for 48. So this is Fleur Amaline? Yeah, Amaline. And I would describe this as like fresh cut roses. Like it has that earthy, fresh scent to it. It's a little synthetic, but I don't mind it. It's not nauseating or cloistering, and it doesn't have that old lady rose scent. Like I would call this like a contemporary rose. Actually, do you remember those really faded out pictures of pink roses on Tumblr from back in the day? That's what this, like that coquette aesthetic, or even, I'll just put pictures here of what I'm talking about, but it's like, it's like coquette meets cottagecore, but it's still that like hyper feminine, less earthy, crunchy, but fresh. The top notes are bergamot and pink pepper. The middle note is rose, and it is a very rose-forward scent. I love it so much. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And you do get the spice of the pink pepper. And then the base note is a sandalwood and patchouli. Like I said, like there's something green about this. If it's still on the Fleur website, I highly recommend you pick it up. This next one I stole off of my mother's vanity dresser, and it is Bobbi Brown Beach. This is one of the best fragrances ever. It smells like sand, surf, and sunscreen all rolled into one. Like, but it has a body sweaty scent to it, which sounds disgusting. But you know when you go to the beach and you've been sitting there all day and you've had like the best day with your friends and you had, you know, maybe some drinks and you get in the car and you can like smell the sand and the sweat and the surf and it's such a calming feeling. That's what this smells like. It is so good. It's a white floral, however. The notes are, and it's one, it's not like top, middle, base. It's just, this is all at once. It's jasmine, seawater, sand, and mandarin orange. I don't get the orange. It like almost smells like coconut, but I guess that's what that freshness is. I don't know. It smells so great. It's not very popular anymore, but this is my summer scent, and I still haven't made a huge dent in it, and I love it so, so much. There's a part of me that I'm like, oh, this smells like my mom, so it's very nostalgic. Now that we've covered all of my full-size bottles, this is where the collection grew to insane amounts. Unintentionally, but like whatever. So these are all of my travel sizes. Here, I won't even look. I won't even look. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna pick. This is Jazz Club from Maison Margiela's replica. So it says for men. I think it's unisex. And frankly, I think more men should wear fruity, girly florals, and I think more women should wear smoky tobacco, manly scents. And I like to exist somewhere in the middle. I love this. It smells, in the best way, it smells like an Irish coffee and cigarettes, like boozy coffee cigarettes. And so let me tell you the notes. This is obviously a fall winter scent. Top notes, plural, pink pepper, neroli, and lemon. Middle notes, rum, Java vetiver, coffee and cigarettes, I'm telling you. Clary sage, and the base notes are tobacco, vanilla bean, and styrax? What is that? I think it's a resin. Okay, it's a resin. So think like it's like sap, but thicker. Like it's very much so giving old person chain smoking, but I find something so comforting about that and vintage. That's what it smells like. Back into the magical, mystical. We got another replica fragrance. This one, I think this one's autumn vibes. It is, in fact, autumn vibes. Okay, this is also a woody scent. The last one was tobacco. This is woody. Smells to me like Thanksgiving dinner. And I'll explain that when I talk about the notes, but it's bright and comforting, and it like a breeze on a autumn day in New England. Like the leaves have changed. Everything is orange and red and yellow, and you've gone to a pumpkin patch, and then you come home and have like a Sunday dinner. And that's because the notes in this, top notes, are cardamom and pink pepper. Middle notes are nutmeg, maple, carrot seeds, which you can totally smell. It's very forward. And the base notes are cedar and moss. This is a unisex scent, I believe, and it's just for women and men. It's so good. I love it so much. And of course, it's a fall scent. I don't wear it in the spring or summer, but I do love it. Oh, this is my new one. I just bought this 2 days ago. Since this is also a scent that is Fleur is discontinuing like 3 scents while bringing out a bunch more. I am super disappointed that this is getting discontinued. This is Floria by Fleur, and this is another white floral scent. Here's something you should know about me, and I'll go over my stats because I did the math out on all of them because I'm insane. This is white floral and woody, which is my 2 favorite scent profiles. The top notes are bergamot, and then the middle, on the packaging it said bergamot and lemon. Middle notes are gardenia, jasmine, and solar notes, so it has like a sunshiny feel to it. And then the base notes are sandalwood. I haven't gotten enough wear out of this yet. Okay, so if this has like a saltiness to it, if you took away the sea salt aspect of this one and just had this, that's what it would smell like. It's a bright, floral, sunny day, like a picnic, and there are wildflowers in the sun. I might actually get the big one of this if they still have it in stock because I paid $13 for this and I love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is one of my ones from Scentbird. This is a masculine fragrance, I know, because it's in the gray one. And this is Gin from Commodity. This one says it's for men and women. It's a woody citrus scent, and I have mixed feelings about this one. I don't know if I actually like it or not. The cool thing about Scentbird, not sponsored, I promise, is that you can try a bunch of perfumes, and like if you don't like it, you paid maybe $15 for it instead of the usual like $30 to $35 that travel sizes can be from now on. But I think I liked it in practice, or in theory, because it is more masculine than feminine, which is fine. But I think I lean a little more on the feminine side. Like if I'm gonna go for a unisex scent, I want it to be warm and inviting. I don't want the like lumberjacky kind of scent. But let me tell you the notes. So the top notes are juniper berries, lime, and grapefruit. The middle notes are ginger leaf, labdanum, and freesia. And then the base notes are oak, musk, smoke, and patchouli. Wait, I don't hate that. I got it on my fingies. Oh, it's on my leg. Oh, I'm going to be smelling like this for the rest of the day. I like it. I genuinely like it. I think it smells really fresh and like a winter cocktail around Christmas time. But when I wore it, there was something about it that I found so cloistering. Hi, Editing Olivia here. I just want to say that the word I keep using, cloistering, does not mean what I thought it meant. The word I'm looking for is cloying. So, thanks. Go about your day and just know that I'm using the wrong word. Even though it's fresh, I don't know. I'll revisit it in the winter and give my final thoughts eventually, but it's an okay. I'm not like in love with it. I don't smell it and like salivate the way I want to. Gin from Commodity, just okay. This next one is Catherine Malandrino Dream. This is not on the Fragrantica website. This is actually just from Scentbird. I don't know if it's an exclusive or not, but I haven't gotten much wear out of this one yet. And it's fruity, which we love. So this one is apple rhubarb Muguet, some sort of it's a white floral, peony, which I freaking love a peony scent, where I'm finding out, and sheer musk. It's just nice. It's just nice, fruity, and fun. It's great for springtime. I haven't, like, you would think that I would have gotten all of this use out of my springtime fragrances already. No, I'm going through a bit of a emo recession. Is it? Regression, not recession. An emo recession. So I've been going for a little bit of edgier scents recently. Sandara by Fleur. So this is also a woody scent. Go figure. So it's fig, violet leaf, sandalwood, pepper, and oak moss. I don't know how to explain this without sounding disgusting. There is something creamy and sweaty about it. And then the fig is such a deep, rich scent. And it is such a good scent. I love it. It would be good, I think, in the summer as well because of that sweatiness to it. But not, when I say sweaty, I don't mean, oh my God, someone needs to take a shower. I mean that like salty scent that skin gets when it's like fresh sweat. I don't know. It's weird, but it's good. And once again, it is discontinued, so it's $13 on the website. And I figure, what the heck, why don't we just finish off the Fleur fragrances? This is Hanami, and this is also a woody scent. I don't wear this one as much because it's one note sandalwood. It's not my favorite. It's not bad. And it's a creamy sandalwood. Like, it smells nice. But I think there's a level of it on me. And again, I got it for $13, so it's like no harm, no foul. It almost smells like fresh paint in like a new build house. Like, I don't know if you guys have I've moved around a billion times, so I've looked at a lot of apartments just with my parents. And so when you go to like newer apartment buildings, you can smell the paint, you can smell the wood of the build, which I guess is why, it's that sandalwood smell. So there's something about it. I don't know, but it's a little bit past the time that I would wear it. It's definitely more of a fall winter scent. So I will try it again. People say that it kind of smells like Santal 33, which is like this big, fancy, expensive scent. I don't know. I kind of like it. The more I sniff it, the more natural it smells. So I am going to try it another day. And then, I'll give an update. This is By the Fireplace by Replica. And this has quite the cult following to it. And as you can tell, I've used quite a bit of it. I love this fragrance. I love it, love it, love it so much. Sorry, I'm looking everything up on my computer. It's another woody scent. It smells like a fireplace. It smells like crackling wood. Top notes: clove, pink pepper, orange blossom. So there's a white floral in there that I love so much. And the pink pepper that keeps showing up. So I love that. I think I need to try You by Glossier. The middle notes are chestnut, guaiac wood. What is that? I don't know what that is. I mean, it's just a woody scent. So of course, depends on the specific material. The scent varies from sweet balsamic vanilla-like to woody, smoky, leathery, tar-like. It's somewhere in between that in this perfume because it is smoky, but it is also warm and vanilla-y as well. There's juniper in there, which gives it a freshness. It's like a fire in fall in the middle of the night, sitting with your friends, kind of freezing, but you're shooting the shit, and it's like one of the best memories ever. Base notes are vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmere. I also like to, this is a strong scent, and I will also layer it with other scents as well that need a little extra warmth and oomph to them. But I love this, and I arguably overspray it. But on a rainy day, which we've gotten quite a bit of rainy days here in California recently, I love it. I love it. Spray it. Try it for yourself. I would recommend getting like a trial size or even the travel size before you buy the full bottle because it is overwhelming. My sister has tried it and does not like it because it can be a little overwhelming, but so am I. God, I got that gin scent on my fingers. Ugh, I need to wash my hands. So this is also from Scentbird. This is Candlelit Evening by Memory, and it is a rose scent, but there's a little bit of honey and a little bit of vanilla bourbon in it. And it's sweet and it's romantic and it's like date night, like it says. And I will take this and occasionally layer it with by the fireplace to like oomph the warmth of it and the spiciness. It is so good. I love this. This is not like the fresh cut rose of Ameline. This is a grandma rose, but in the La Vie en Rose way, where it's vintage and romantic, and it feels like a 1940s film. Like it's good. It's so good. I love it so much. I don't go on many dates, but I do wear it when I'm feeling a little fancy, little vintage. So I really like this one. This next one is by Floral Street, and this is Sunflower Pop. For those of you who don't know, despite my dark exterior recently, my favorite color is yellow because it's bright and happy and warm and welcoming. And this is that in a fragrance. This is fruity, citrusy, sweet, inspired. The bottle is inspired and the scent is inspired by Vincent van Gogh's painting of the sunflowers. And it just has all of the hope in that. It is bright and will wake you up. And this is such an excited scent. Like, it feels exciting. It feels like I'm ready to take on the day. It is spring. The sun is out. I have a good feeling that today's going to be the best day ever. That's what this smells like. It is one of my favorites. And let me tell you the notes because it just makes me so happy. It's a happy scent. The top notes are passion fruit, mandarin orange, bergamot. The middle notes are Bellini, plum blossom, orris. The Bellini is going to give it that sparkling, effervescent quality that it has. And then the base notes, which keep it from being too much entirely, are honey, musk, and amber, giving it, like, as it dries down and fades throughout the day, as the sun goes down, it is that warm, like, relaxing. Oh my goodness. I go through like so many emotions of this. It is so good. So this next one is also by Floral Street. This is from Scentbird and not their like original packaging. This is a decant, and this is Wild Vanilla Orchid, I believe. So this is actually a dupe for a much more expensive fragrance. The one that it is a dupe of is by Wilhelm Wilhelmina. Beautiful packaging, but their little sample sizes are like $100, and I'm not paying $100 for a travel size. But they have one perfume called Poets of Berlin that is so heavily inspired by David Bowie. I want to smell this perfume so badly. David Bowie is my favorite. There's a picture of him looking like a prince framed on my wall. I am wearing a David Bowie t-shirt. I have the matching Ziggy Stardust Vans for when, it's not the Ziggy Stardust, the Aladdin Sane Vans for when they did a collab with his archive. David Bowie is king. So this is a dupe of a perfume inspired by David Bowie, which I love so much. I'm wearing it today. And the notes, this is such an interesting scent. I just got the vanilla on the dry down. It's just a warm floral, but it doesn't smell vintage or old. It smells interesting and artful and a little edgy. Like it smells the way David Bowie's music feels, okay? And if you've never listened to David Bowie, please do me a favor and play. Aladdin Sane is probably one of my favorite albums from him. The notes, top notes are vanilla flower, cassis, and citrus. The middle notes are bamboo, flowers, and jasmine, which is where you get the earthy warmth. And then the base notes are vanilla bean, which you totally get on the dry down. And a vanilla bean smells more like a cooking vanilla than a super sweet vanilla. Sandalwood, which is that creamy, earthy, woody smell. Orchid and patchouli. It's just a good one. It's just a good one. It's a little darker. I feel like you can wear it all the time, depending on what aesthetic, like visual aesthetic you're going for. So today, it's springtime, it's a little bit warm, but I've gone for an edgier, darker aesthetic, like I'm wearing black jeans and an off-the-shoulder band tee that's ripped to shreds. And so it just gives that interesting floral bright, but like darker and edgy and like perfectly right in the middle. It's a perfect scent. We're gonna do the one that I don't like now. Okay, this is one over Christmas time, when I was still subscribed to Scentbird, I no longer am because funds are tight, but I wish I could resubscribe. I just want to get through a couple of these, like, empty first. So this is Rook Perfumes Forest, and it literally smells like a Christmas tree. If I were a man or a more masculine woman, I think this would be great. It's that lumberjack smell. Like, it truly does smell like a Christmas tree. I think it's a great fragrance for men. Alas, I am not a big burly man or a mask presenting woman. I am this. I am but a silly, silly person. I can't pull this off. Like, it does. It smells so good. It smells piney and resinous and fresh and wintry and like a Christmas tree. Like, you know how having a Christmas tree in your house feels? It's like this, but like, it just doesn't work on me and it makes me sad. Like, when I wore it, I was like, I feel like I smell like man is on me, not, oh, that's what that person smells like. So the top notes are pine tree and cypress. The middle notes are black pepper, cannabis, and incense. I want to point out that when cannabis is in a scent, it doesn't smell like someone is smoking something, like that burnt smell. It's that skunky burnt smell. It is that fresh green scent, like a bud of it, like it's growing. And maybe they put that in some other ones, but for this one, it is fresh. And then the base notes as it dries down are the woody, the cedar, patchouli, musk, human smell. And it's good. It is well formulated. It is long lasting and has a good like throw without being cloistering. But on myself, I was just like, ugh. So instead, what I used it for was when I had my fake Christmas tree up, I would spray the Christmas tree in the morning and it would linger throughout the day. So last Scentbird scent, this is the last one I received in the mail before I decided to end my subscription for financial reasons, not because it was bad service. But this is Cherry Punk by Room 1015. It's inspired by punk music. It is, let me pull up the notes. This is a very popular fragrance as well. I know it's kind of got a cult following, and they've got an extrait version which makes it a little bit more punchy. So this is, the top of this is like leather and cherry, and it makes me think of like the song I Want to Be Your Dog by Iggy Pop, where it's a dark, weird basement punk show. The lights are red, the music is thundering, and it's kind of gross. And it totally smells like that, but without being like, oh God, someone pissed on the floor, gross. So the top notes of this are cherry, saffron, and Sichuan pepper. The middle notes are mimosa, which is like a sparkling orange, violet, and jasmine, which smell like vintage cosmetics. And then the base notes are leather, tonka bean, and patchouli. So I like this. However, I find that the leather mixed with this like syrupy cherry make it kind of smell like a new car with an air freshener a little bit. So I don't wear it on its own. But if you take this and if you take Cherry Punk and mix it with By the Fireplace, it takes that like car-esque leather and mixes with the burning wood scent of By the Fireplace, and you get something smoky and romantic out of it. And I love it so much. So this is a award-winning combination. I don't think I would buy a full size. I think this is going to last me a really long time. I wore it to the Fall Out Boy concert and it was a good idea. Okay, guys, this is the last replica scent. This is the one that kickstarted the hyperfixation in October, where I was like, I randomly got it in my head because I'm impulsive that I wanted to smell like a rainstorm. That earthy, petrichor smell. It's one of the best smells in the world. This doesn't smell like it, but I like it all the same. People say it's for women. I think it is like right in the middle. So I really like it on days when I'm in a more masculine mood. So it is green notes on the top with bergamot and pink pepper, which seems to be recurring. Middle notes are watery, aquatic rain, Turkish rose, and jasmine, which gives it a nice little earthy floral. And then the base notes are pine tree moss and patchouli. It smells really, really good. And actually, it doesn't smell like straight up petrichor. It actually has a level of it that is a little synthetic but makes it smell high class. I really like it. It smells a little bit like, I don't know, it smells like, but there's a metallicness to it that is also in that rain scent, especially if you live in a city like myself. It smells good. I really like it. Okay, we're starting and ending with the same brand. So if you remember from however long this video is ago, Burberry. This is the newest Burberry fragrance. This is Burberry Goddess, and it is a vanilla with a little bit of lavender. It's that simple. This is super, super sweet, but I kind of like it. It's like, it's that fun young girl sweet that I think I really liked as a teenager, and it's reminiscent of that, but with the Burberry branding and the Burberry name. If someone were to ask me what I'm wearing, because it's a common smell, I can be like, oh, it's Burberry. And I don't necessarily care for brand names. I like that I'm holding it like this. I don't necessarily care for brand names, but there is something about the Burberry name that gets me, you know? It's weird. It's a weird experience, especially as someone who's like trying to break down classism. Anyway, but there's something about it that let me actually pull up the notes, Miss Olivia. Okay, Miss Burberry Goddess here is a vanilla scent. The top notes are vanilla, lavender, cacao, ginger. Middle notes are vanilla caviar, and the base notes are vanilla absolute. It's a straight up warm, sweet vanilla scent. I really like it, actually. That's all I'm gonna say is it's nice. Again, it's not my favorite, but I do really like it, and I like it when I feel like by the fireplace is too unisex. It's far more feminine, but it's just as warm and inviting and sweet and wonderful. Those are all of my perfumes. Now, I did some math because I'm insane. I spent an hour yesterday doing some math. So out of 17 fragrances, the woody scent type was the most common with 41%. There were 7 of those, and 2 out of the 7 are the ones that I don't like, which was Rook Forest and then the gin scent. So take it with a grain of salt that it's a bit much. Also within that was the sandalwood scent Hanami. So we're kind of in the middle about, I like woody scents, but I need it balanced with something sweeter and a little more feminine. Next was fruity, which surprised me because I do like a fruity perfume, but again, it's got to be mixed with something green and earthy to bring it down from that super sweet. And then the next most popular was a floral. Take that with you will. Oh, it's 11.7% with white florals and then 11.7% with roses. So put that together and it's actually like 20 something percent. So shocker, I like woody florals. And then I went through and counted all of the individual notes from each scent, and there are 80 total different scent notes in there, with the most common being jasmine at 7.5%, musk and bergamot are at 5%, pink pepper, vanilla, and sandalwood are at 6.25%, and then patchouli as well as is also one of the top scents at 7.5%, which is often a green earth scent that brings down the sweetness of a floral. That is a whole lot. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very long video. It was fun. Let me know if you have any questions or want a more centered perfume recommendation. I'm still learning a lot about fragrance, as this is like my first foray into it, so I thought I would share with you what I found and what I've learned and what I like. And yeah, with that, I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.